What's the best Spanish holiday beer? So by holiday beer, I mean what's the best everyday beer to have around the pool, on the beach, in the bars, whilst you're here in Spain. I'm in Spain right now. Look at that. It is absolutely lovely here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate 12 Spanish beers and 1 bonus beer out of 10 for taste, needs to taste good, and out of 10 for drinkability, because it can't be too strong, it can't be too heavy. It needs to be more of a session beer. So a total score out of 20, got the beers lined up in the apartment. Let's go and try some Spanish beer. Right, so back in the apartment now. Here are the beers. Cruz Campo, Estrella de Levante, San Miguel, Ambar, Estrella Damm, Alhambra Tradicional, Estrella Galicia, Alhambra Especial, Mahou Clasica, Aguila Dorada, Mahou Cinco, Turia, and the bonus beer is Amstel, because I know this is a Dutch beer, but it's actually brewed in Valencia a lot. Big brewery here, and it is just everywhere. So I thought, as a bit of a yardstick, stick that one in too. Okay, so first beer here on the balcony is going to be San Miguel Especial, 5.4% ABV. Let's get that open and into a glass. So it's stronger than the one in England. It's not the same beer. I really definitely would say it's very much better in Spain. It is originally from the Philippines, San Miguel, but I think it was brewed by Spanish people out there in the Philippines. Now it is brewed over down in Malaga. And with it, it's a very, very gassy beer, as you can see there. Very, very gassy. Bit of a tang, a bit of a bitterness to it, but it's nice. It's actually quite a nice bitterness to it. Quite gassy though, quite gassy. Taste-wise, fairly generic. Got a bit of a bitterness to it. I would say this is probably about a 6.5 taste. It's not bad whatsoever, but I wouldn't say 7 or above or anything like that. Drinkability though is high, because it's quite gassy, but it's got like a nice smoothness to it. So overall, I would go for the San Miguel, a taste of 6.5. Drinkability though, around 7. I'm gonna go for 7, just because it's quite gassy. You probably want to switch after a while. 13.5 for the San Miguel. Okay, so next up is another heavyweight beer in Spain. It's Mahou Cinco. I'm sure you would have seen this in England as well as in Spain. In Spain, it's 5.5%. Let's get that can open. So it's a bit stronger here, and it tastes a lot nicer as well. Let's get it into the glass. So Mahou from Madrid. Looks good, nice colour to it. It's very bitter. It's a beer to drink with peanuts, with snacks, with olives. Definitely needs something with it, I think. I'm going to say actually the taste of that is actually around 6. And I'm actually going to say drinkability is about 6 as well. It's so bitter. I don't think I could have that many of these Mahous. So I would say that is a 12 there for the Mahou Cinco. So next up, we've got Mahou Cinco's little brother, Mahou Clasica, also obviously from Madrid. This is 4.8%. And that is so easy drinking. You could drink lots of these. It's really smooth. It's really smooth. It's a really nice beer to drink. But there is a problem with this beer, because it's very, very smooth. It's very easy drinking. It's not that moreish, because the taste is quite light. So I'm gonna give the taste a 6, because it hasn't got lots going on. But I'm actually gonna downgrade the drinkability to about an 8.5, 14.5 there for the Mahou Clasica. The next beer is El Aguila Dorada. Now there is another one of these called Sin Filtrar, which is really nice, but it's not really an easy drinking holiday beer, so I didn't include it. This is 5.5%. It is an old brand that's been kind of bought and rejuvenated by Heineken, but it is brewed in Spain, and it is brewed down in Sevilla. Now that is a nice beer. That has got a genuinely nice mouthfeel. I think that's what the professionals would say. That tastes nice. It's got body to it. taste wise, it has like that bitterness like stronger beers do, like 5.5%, like the Mahou Cinco does, but it's nowhere near as metallic. It's very smooth. It's very, very smooth. This is a really, really good beer. I think that's 8 for taste and 8 for drinkability. 16 out of 20 for the El Aguila Dorada. Really surprising, but really nice beer. Just got that solid body. So that's the new leader. Okay, so day 2 now, and here we are with Ambar. Ambar is from Zaragoza. It is 5.2%, and you'll see it in a lot of bars out here. Let's get this out into a glass. This tastes like, it's better than Carling and all that, but it tastes a bit like a Spanish version of that, like a cheaper kind of beer. I'd say taste-wise, this is a 5 out of 10. Mid-range. It's not terrible, it's just really, really basic. Drinkability, I'd give it a slightly higher score because it's quite smooth actually, but I'd probably say this is still only a 6. So I'd say this is an 11 overall for the Ambar. Another heavyweight Spanish beer now, it's Cruz Campo from Sevilla, 4.8%. Oh, tell you what, that's not nice. That's surprisingly not nice. I've had this on draft years ago and it was nice, but that tastes like farts. I'll go taste 3 out of 10. Drinkability for me, 4 out of 10. So I'm gonna go 7 out of 20 for Cruz Campo. That is really not very nice for me. Next up is Estrella de Levante, found and brewed down in the Murcia region, 4.8% ABV. I'm actually wearing a Levante kit right now. That's got a nice fresh taste to it actually. It's a little bit different to normal beers. It's very, very, very smooth. And it's slightly different in taste. I can't describe it, but it's got like a grassiness to it. I'm gonna give Estrella de Levante a score of 7.5 for taste. I think it's got a really good taste. And 8.5 for drinkability because it's mega, mega smooth. Give us a total score of 16 out of 20. Okay, now it is bonus beer time. It's Amstel. So Amstel is Dutch, but it is brewed in Valencia. It's really popular in this part of the country. It's 5% ABV, standard beer. Let's add it to the mix. It's got good body to it. It's got a solid classic beer lager body to it, but it is quite gassy and it is quite metallic as well. So for taste, I'm going to go for 6 out of 10. It's not a bad taste at all, quite strong on the malt, I would say, but it has a bit of a bitterness, a bit of a gassiness to it as well, so I think 6 out of 10 is fair. Drinkability, I'm going to go for another 6 out of 10. The gassiness is quite bitter and quite metallic, so really I don't think I'd want to drink this all the time, and therefore I'm going to go 12 out of 20 for the Amstel. So there's our bonus beer. Next up, Alhambra Tradicional from Granada, 4.6%, so I think the weakest beer so far. The drinkability of this is high because it's a bit weaker, not super weak, 4.6%, reasonable, but it's a bit easier to drink. Do you know, taste wise, I'm going to go 7 out of 10 for taste because it does retain a decent level of malt. So overall, I'm going to go 7 out of 10 for the taste because it actually has got a nice retained malty taste, and drinkability, 9 out of 10 for me because, to be honest, I could have this all day around the pool, on the beach, etc. So 16 out of 20. Next up we have Big Brother Alhambra Especial. Also obviously from Granada. This is 5.4% ABV. I'm going to go 8 for taste for the Alhambra Especial. I think it's very, very nice, but it has a slight aftertaste of like a bit of metallicness, a bit of alcohol kind of strongness to it, but it is very, very nice at the same time, and I think that the drinkability is probably about an 8 as well because it is really nice beer. It's very, very drinkable, so I'm going to go again for a 16 out of 20 for the Alhambra Especial, joining the others at the very, very top. So next we have Turia, 5.4% ABV from Valencia. It isn't really a proper national beer, but along the tourist areas, this is very, very popular. Now that's obviously quite a lot darker than the other beers there. It's a toasted malt, a Märzen beer. So that might affect the drinkability score here because it's going to be probably a bit more heavy. I would say that is a really, really good beer. That is a really good beer. That is I'd say taste, I'd go 9 out of 10 for taste. That is a really nice tasting beer. It's just a properly nice beer, that is. 9 out of 10 for taste. Drinkability though, it is quite heavy, but I'm still gonna go 8 out of 10 because I think I go through quite a lot of these, to be honest. 17 for the Turia, the new leader. So now we have a real heavyweight in Spanish beer, Estrella Galicia, found up in Galicia in northern Spain, northwest Spain, over in A Coruña. So Deportivo La Coruña is from A Coruña, and this is a real big beer. This is 5.5%. This is the real beer. We do get this in Britain, we get this in England, but it's not the same thing. This is the real thing. This is 5.5%. Yeah, I think that's the best beer so far. I genuinely think that's the best beer so far. I know a lot of Spaniards say the same thing. I do know that, but I genuinely think that is probably the best beer I've had so far. I'm going to say for taste, for a lager like this, it's 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10 for me. This is such a nice beer. This is genuinely such a nice beer. It's got a bitterness to it, but it's nice. Like Mahou just overdoes it. This is nice. This is 10 out of 10 for the taste. I would say the drinkability here would be probably about a 9 out of 10 because it's just so nice. It's just so Moorish. It's fairly strong. It's fairly full flavoured. It hasn't got lots of aftertaste, like lagers don't really do that anyway. It's 9 and 9, it's 18. It's the best beer I've had so far, Estrella Galicia. So the last beer of the journey is Estrella Damm. Big beer in Spain, big beer in England actually as well. It's a very nationwide beer. 5.4% ABV from Barcelona. That's a high quality beer, no doubt. It's got a real breadiness to it, like bread sort of taste to it, like, which is apparently quite a good thing, but breadiness to this beer is very prominent. So Estrella Damm, on the taste side of things, I would say 7 out of 10 for taste. It's got a good body to it, but it's very bready. It genuinely tastes like bread. Drinkability for this beer is probably about, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 for this beer because it's drinkable. It's very, very clean. It's a nice beer to drink. You can sit this for ages. Like it's a nice beer. But it's 7 out of 10, so 14 for the Estrella Damm. Not as high as what I'd hoped. So the final league table then, and Estrella Galicia takes top spot, Turia in second. Those two are really like outstanding beers. The 4 beers on 16 points I'd highly recommend. They're really, really quality holiday beers. Mahou Clasica down to San Miguel, also absolutely fine, just not as good as the ones above obviously. Mahou Cinco down to Ambar, I wouldn't really go looking for those, they're drinkable though. Cruz Campo in last, it's a complete shocker. So that's it, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, hopefully you've got some new beers now to try yourself. Let me know your own thoughts in the comments box below, but for now, from España, it is adios.